Hello everyone, we are from Group 1. Today, we would like to presenting our digital book review on a novel and the title is The Little Prince. So this is our group team. The first one is me, which is Hawa. After that, Michelle, Karlion, Christy, and Katerin. In this novel, there are some important characters, which is the little prince and the pilot. The little prince is a cheerful, questioning person, creative thinker, and loving person. Meanwhile, the pilot character is coward, good listener, and mature-minded.
The story began with the narrator, who is the pilot, stranded in the desert due to the damage to his plane. From here, the pilot begins to meet the little prince. The only things began with the little prince asking the pilot to draw him a ship. However, to not disappoint the little prince, the pilot drew a box and said that inside of the box there was a ship, and the little prince accepted that the drawing was a ship. From this point forward, the prince continues to think about the roses that he used to look after very carefully. However, the roses' request that he look after them in a glass beaker made the young prince feel as though the roses were taking advantage of him. The prince said that he shouldn't take the flower's word too seriously, because the flower is truly just behaving in an immature manner similar to that of a spoiled child, and hope the prince can pity her.
The little prince really wants to know what life is, and causes him to decide to travel to 7 planets. The planets are inhabited by different people, such as king, arrogant people, businessmen, strange people, and geographer. Little prince came from a small planet, and some believe it is an asteroid, which was known as B61.
While the little prince was on the 6th planet, which was the planet of a geographer, its planet is 10 times bigger than the previous planet. The man was seen writing an oversized book. This planet is the most beautiful planet he has ever seen and has a person who does not look as strange as the previous king. The geographer said if an explorer lied, he would be able to ruin the geographer's book. This geographer advised the little prince to visit the planet Earth. When the little prince reached the Earth, he was shocked by his situation because no one was seen around him. The little prince was anxious, thinking he had chosen the wrong planet. The little prince saw a snake and began to greet it. The snake states that the little prince is in the sand, and the serpent asked the little prince his purpose came to Earth.
The little prince was walking in the desert and he met a flower. The flower had 3 petals that he had never seen because the flower was different from the flowers on his planet. The little prince also climbed a mountain high on Earth. The little prince was amazed to see the Earth because everything is big, unlike the hunting that is on his planet only small in size. While the little prince cries because his planet looks so miserable compared to the Earth, a fox appears to greet him. The little prince wanted to invite the fox to play, but the fox could not play together because the fox had not been tamed. Even though the little prince was met by a fox just in a few minutes, he learned a lot from the fox. The fox teach him to be appreciated at any moment and even a small thing in his life. From this moment, the little prince memorized the roses that he needed to care for as before. Then the fox reminded the little prince that the roses that he cared about were very special flowers.
Then the little prince also got advice from the train driver that not all human beings appreciate what is in front of their eyes, because they are always rushing here, and they are only little boy will share the surrounding scenery. The little prince told the pilot about his encounter with a wise fox. The fox taught him about friendship, love, and trust. The little prince realized that he truly loved his flower, and that she is unique, special because of the relationship they share with each other. With this, the little prince realized that he is just as a prince who doesn't mean anything because his planet only has 3 small mountains and a special rose, but is now considered normal. He wants to return to his native planet after learning something through his exploration on each of the 7 planets. With this, he remembered the snake that can help him turn to his original planet.
The pilot had no more supply of water, so they walked throughout the desert to find a well. Fortunately, they found one and the pilot's engine was successfully fixed. The little prince then asked the pilot to close his eyes so that the pilot would not see if he would go. When the pilot woke up, he looked for the little prince, but there was no sign of his departure.
In accordance with the following, the pilot continued his journey. However, the pilot left a message to the surrounding residents if any of them found a little prince to contact him.
We are going to discuss the problem in this novel. The little prince must learn how to love his different and prickly rose. The little prince left his planet and ended up on Earth because of his disagreements with his rose, who thinks the rose takes advantage of him. We recommend this novel because there are many lessons that we can learn and this story is suitable for all ages. The storyline is easy to understand. My opinion about this novel is this book is fun and it has moral values in the story. The most important thing is I think this book it has a very good visual. It also has a simple text to give you an imagination about the story and easy for you to understand the storyline. So please read this book. So the moral of the story is always be appreciated, be confident, responsibility and don't be arrogant.